Bad. I have my mic muted and shit. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Black Side of Liberty. It's your man, Governor Wildstar. Hey, I'm wearing my Trump Obey shirt. Everybody's feeling like they should be obeying this man. For what reason, I do not know. Maybe you guys can tell me, and we can talk about that. I was hoping to have my guest, Spike Cohen, here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Spike was able to connect with me, but if he's able to jump in the conversation, then we can get into interviewing him. But in the meantime, I guess we can do a quick Q&A session with all of you beings of light, art, culture, and knowledge out there for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for all of the support, everything that you've done to help me reach more viewers. I cannot thank you enough. And I must say that whatever you're doing is definitely working. On YouTube, I have almost hit 30,000 subscribers. And like I said, I could not have done it without you guys. So please continue to share those videos, whether it be any of these Black Side of Liberty interviews or any of the videos where I'm, like I said, challenging a damn parking ticket or some shit like that in court, or getting arrested by the cops, or getting pulled over for driving down the street, walking down the street, riding my bicycle down the street. Any of those, any of my interviews that I've done in the past for my candidacy for mayor of Fresno or governor of California or Fullerton City Council, because I did run for all three of those offices. And as I told you guys, I am planning another run for governor of California. So please definitely head on over to my website, governorwildstar.com. Find out more about my previous campaigns for office. And as I said, more about what I would like to do as a representative for you, we the people. So please check out my website and donate. Every contribution helps. I got to say thank you to my special donor out there who sent me $100 in Bitcoin. Thank you so much. Yes, I do accept Bitcoin. So head over to my website, governorwildstar.com. Send over some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, all that shit. Ripple, I'll take it. Because who knows what's going to happen with these paper dollars. If you want to send me some paper dollars, I'll take those also. Like I said, every little bit helps. So please, again, contribute whatever you can. GovernorWildstar.com, as well as Black Side of Liberty, are Black-owned businesses. So since I'm running the show, I definitely, like I said, could use as much support as possible. So all of your contributions go towards making sure that all of these entities, all of these, businesses that I am creating and building as an empire to create, providing platform for people to be heard. I'm not looking to be a YouTube star for the right or for the left. I'm looking to be a spokesman for we the people, you, we, us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to come together as a community. We got to support each other, especially if we want to take our voices and our power out of the hands of the powers that be, the media conglomerates. They own everything. So we got to take it away from Fox. We got to take it away from CNN and, all of the liberal medias or whatever the case may be, because they're really all owned by a handful of major corporations. So when it comes to news and dissemination of information, that's all being controlled by a certain group of individuals. We don't want our news to be controlled. We want it to be uncensored, unfiltered, and unadulterated. And that's actually what's happening right now with me also. On Facebook, I'm being censored. I've had posts that I posted before. Now they do this, slap a warning label on your posts and stuff like that. So I'm being censored on Facebook. I'm also not being able to share as many posts. So when I do go to share shit, I'm not reaching as many people. So that's why I say, please share any of my posts on social media. If you haven't connected with me yet on social media, please do so. GovernorWildstar.com. Connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. And yes, please share any of my posts, because like I said, I'm being limited on my reach when it comes to posting and, you know, sharing, etc. They block me, and then sometimes I get put in Facebook, Twitter jail, or whatever the case may be, and am limited for access for a certain amount of days. Also, I'm not able to promote. I can't pay for advertisements or boosts or anything like that, because my account isn't verified, and they're putting me through the ringer just to verify my account. That shit has been going on for over a year now. I sent them my passport. I sent them my driver's license like 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 times. And since they rejected that, they're now demanding that I send them some affidavit or some shit being signed off by a notary. So I got to go through all of this notarization of identification information just to submit for fucking Facebook, so I can pay them to run an ad, so I can hopefully be seen by more people. This is how they're controlling the outreach and the people that want to be heard by the masses. And that's why I say it takes us coming together as a community to actually make sure that we're supporting each other, so we are being heard. So like I said, unfortunately, if you guys are still watching at this point, my guest Spike Cohen, the vice presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party, hasn't responded yet to my invitation. He did confirm that he was going to be here, but I sent him their information. He hasn't jumped into the session yet. If he happens to, then we'll start to interview him. But in the meantime, I got some time to kill, so I figure, fuck it, why not? Let's talk to you, since that's why I'm here. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, drop them, let's chat. But in the meantime, you just gonna hear me rant and shit like that. But like I was saying, I am being censored on Facebook. You guys have heard that happening to many people on these social media platforms, them being limited on what they're able to say, information that they're able to post, etc. And that's happening to me. Thankfully, they haven't gotten to me yet on YouTube, and that's why I'm saying please connect with me on YouTube. But I'm doing my best to also build my own platform. You can head over to the website. It is wildstar.world. That is wildstar.world. Okay, I'm building this social media platform, and hopefully soon, before the end of the year, I have it available to all of you people out there. But like I said, I need some support to make it happen. It does cost dollars and cents, which is limited right now since I'm unable to work as I would like to. You know, the industry that I was working in, which was sales, has been pretty much shut down completely over this whole coronavirus thing. So I'm basically living off of savings and am contributing my own money to my own endeavors. And I'm doing my best to make sure that they are as successful as possible. But like I said, I do need help from you, we the people out there. So please help in any way, shape, or form, whether it be a financial contribution or, like I said, a contribution by way of sharing and subscribing and helping me reach the masses and helping me grow my audience. You know what I'm saying? Who are the people out there that you guys go to for your political news? Is it Joe Rogan? Is it Candace Owens? I mean, who is it? Shit. Is it, what's that guy's name? Sean something like that. Anyways, yeah, I mean, you turn to all of these people on social media to provide you with information, and they have millions of followers, subscribers, whatever the case may be. And that's why the mainstream media pays attention to them. We want to change that focus from them to us, okay, and our representatives. So if you want to make sure that I have an opportunity to be a representative for we the people, you got to make sure that you again, help me in that effort. So, yeah, like I said, I got videos out there on my YouTube channel, and also on other platforms that are helping me out, like Vaughn.live. You can check me out on the Libertarian Express channel, which is streaming 24 hours a day. I have videos on that. So it is vaughn.live/Libertarian Express. So thankfully, Libertarian Express, James, just candidate running for assembly up there in in Sacramento. He has created his own platform, live streaming platform called the Libertarian Express on vaughn.live. So please definitely head over to that channel, check out his videos as well as mine, which are in rotation, which helps us again be heard by more people. And of course, definitely, if you want to contribute to my political efforts, I am forming a exploratory committee for my campaign for governor of California. So that is crowdpack.com/Wildstar4Gov. I need some water or some shit like that. These are like tongue twisters. Anyways, crowdpack.com/Wildstar, the number 4GOV. Head over to there. Make a contribution to my political campaign to be the next governor of California, because our current governor sucks. If you live in California, you should know this by now. If you haven't figured this out by now, wait till things continue to get worse as we go into this home stretch for the end of the year, heading into 2021. You have mainstream industries already say, you know, they're not going to be reopening anytime soon. So let's see. Chris DeChico is in the house, says Governor Wildstar, try getting Kennedy on. She's a libertarian leaning news show host on Fox. Yeah, she too big time. And, you know, those big time motherfuckers, they don't want to fuck with us, you know, people on the underground. So we're a unique bunch. They pay attention to us for their news. You know what I'm saying? If some shit was to pop off on the Governor Wildstar channel, you would see it on Fox News, CNN, whatever, broadcasted the next day, because they don't really have cameras out there unless it's millions of people. You know what I'm saying? It's some blown up as being some big event, and then that's when they actually show up. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely do my best, Chris. I'll reach out to Kennedy, but you could do the same. You know what I'm saying? Let her know to come on the Black Side of Liberty and shit. Talk to your boy. But Casey Shelton says, sorry to see the flag in that position. I'm sorry too. Shit, Casey, I don't know where you're from, but if you in America, you should know by now but that this flag symbolizes a nation in distress and a violation of private property. How do you feel right now with this whole lockdown situation? Even if you aren't in America, how do you feel being told what you can and can't do with your own body? Okay, so Iowa. Yeah, Casey says he's in Iowa. All right, so if you're in the United States of America, I don't know what the lockdown situation is, but I'm pretty sure it's bullshit like it is here in California. And you're being told, or the majority of people are being told, that they can't go out, that they can't earn a living for themselves, that they must stay home and do as the government tells them. If you have children, you can't send them to school. And you don't have the freedom of choice anymore. You don't have the free will anymore that God gave you. It's been taken over by authoritarians, totalitarians, tyrants, people that want to tell you what the fuck you can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying? Obey. Straight up. That's how it's feeling right now. So Casey says, no man can tell another what to do. I'm with you on that, man. Exactly. And that's why it's up for we the people to stand up and fight what's going on. Hold on one second here. Yeah. So it looks as if I'm going to have to reschedule with my guest, Spike Cohen, who unfortunately had a scheduling conflict. So we'll have him back on the show sometime soon. But in the meantime, I do appreciate you guys tuning in just to hear me rant and talk shit a bit, as well as talk with me. You're right, Casey. This is From They Live. If y'all haven't seen this movie is now more relevant now than ever before. It's like all of these science fiction, crazy ass horror films, chaotic future, despotic Mad Max shit. It's coming to fruition. You want to know why that's happening? It's because they know that your mind right here, this is more powerful than anything. And if they can control that, they can create the reality that they paint and illustrate and want. And they've been doing that now for centuries. For centuries. How many of you have been around for centuries? No, you haven't. But the architects of our society, they have. You want to know how? The ideas that they've created, the constructs that we live in, that is how they have lived on forever. All of those people that have died, Caesar, all of the constructs that they created during the Roman Empire, it still exists to this day. And it fell because of what? Money. It's happening right now in our country. We're seeing the economy collapse right before our eyes. Nobody's giving a flying fuck. You got the national deficit going up by trillions of dollars, and they're making us liable for that. Who? The government, the same group of people that we hire to handle our social, pretty much our social issues. You know what I'm saying? They're a group of people that we let handle meetings for our social issues, period. Social business. That's it. To handle business affairs for we the people. That is the only role of government. It could be administrative, but we've given them so many superior powers, authoritarian powers, totalitarian powers, to where now they are telling people what they can and cannot do with their own bodies. And it's crazy that you don't have the women's movement out there protesting against this whole forced mask mandate going on, not only in states like California, but they're now proposing such on the federal level. If that happens, then everybody will be forced to wear a mask wherever you are in the country. Government has no authority to tell you what you can and cannot do with your own body, nor do they have the authority to tell you what type of clothing you can and cannot wear. If government mandated glasses, then we would have to all wear glasses. If government mandated shots and vaccines and RFID chips, which I spoke with my last guest about on the Black Side of Liberty, if you want to check that out. I spoke with transhumanist Zoltan Isvan, who spoke about how he has a RFID chip in his hand right now, okay? And if the government is considering implementation of such technology on a massive scale, on a national scale, then you can pretty much, it's safe to say that it's going to be happening globally as well. So Casey says it's predictive programming. You're right about that, brother, man. It is predictive programming that they're pretty much putting into our minds, these thoughts that we're bringing into reality. But they're the ones shaping those ideals. And Casey says, my body, my choice. You're right about that, man. But they're taking away that choice very quickly. And they're forcing people by the way of aggression and violence, threats of violence. You aren't free to do as you choose, because you're doing so under the threat of duress. And that is a violation. That's a natural violation of your human rights, because you should have the right to do whatever you want to do as long as you aren't hurting anybody. And that's what being an American is supposed to be all about. Freedom. Free to be. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, respecting the golden rule of life. But now we don't have that freedom anymore. We have the illusion of freedom, because you're not free to go outside without a mask if you don't want to. You're not free to go into a store or a park or any place where they're telling you a mask is necessary now if you don't want to. How about letting the people who are afraid of coronavirus do as they please, and the people who aren't go and do as they please, especially since it's not posing a major threat. It has a mortality rate of less. okay? Less than 0.1%. 0.1%. That's extremely small. That's a fraction of our population if you were to take that into accordance. And it's sad that they've used fear to propagate people into submission. You know, it's crazy, but we see this happening right before our eyes. Casey agrees with, or Casey, Chris agrees with you, saying yes, indeed, and with it being your body, your choice. And Casey says common law, the true anarchy. And we don't respect common law at all. Right now, we have a country that's ran on commercial law. A lot of people don't know the difference, but everything about your existence has been commercialized, you know, to where now your freedoms come with the price. And you have to ask permission to exercise your freedoms. The Pentagon just what is it? They called protesters. Let me get my notes here. I do have it. Hold on. All right. So the Pentagon has now called protesters adversaries. Protesters. Anybody protesting against the government now, including reporters, okay, are adversaries. And that's why you see these videos of the secret soldiers, Trump's secret soldiers, going around the country attacking peaceful protesters. Okay? Now, whatever the fuck your opinion is about why they're out there don't matter. The point is that they're peacefully protesting and they're being attacked by federal soldiers who have no jurisdiction on you know, locally. They're not even responding to local authorities who are telling them, we don't even want you here. They're making their own law as they go along. And they're doing that all under the color of law because they have no authority at all. They're doing it under the threat of duress, which is, hey, I'm going to shoot and kill you or harm you, throw you in jail without due process if you don't do and say as I want you to. And this is what's happening in our country. This is what's happening right now in Portland. This is what they're sending federal soldiers, secret soldiers, Trump secret soldiers to do out there in Chicago and other places like Baltimore and New York. And the president said he'll send them all over the country. So imagine your local law enforcement, instead of them wearing their blue uniform, now putting on this black uniform or, you know, fatigue clothing or whatever the case may be, and not having the label. Since you want to defund the police, that's their complaint is, hey, if you want to defund the police, don't call the police. So they're going to outfit themselves as secret police and incite violence that validates their need. So if they're going out without any kind of decals and they're causing violence and they're being aggressive against people and they're damaging property, you don't know who's who, what's going on. They just figured out this umbrella man during the protest out there in Minnesota that was going around on viral videos, busting out windows at an AutoZone and shit, was some white supremacist that was going around town causing havoc and shit like that. But they wanted to blame it on black people during the Black Lives Matter protests and call them thugs. And that's what's happening right now. So, yeah, Chris DeChico says the color is Kevlar. Straight up. We need some of those colors right now because we, the people, are being targeted by our own government. And pretty soon we may need to be walking around in Kevlar and protecting ourselves. So laughing my fucking ass off. What an uneducated dumbass. Trump 2020, says Matt Brunacardi. Yeah, so we got a Trumper right here. I guess some uneducated dumbass himself, because they still support Trump for some fucking reason. And yeah, see, he's one of these. He's just following dumbly to this, to this right here, telling him to obey. So he got your brainwashed, Matt. I hope you wake the fuck up. That's why you're watching my channel right now. So keep your dumb ass watching so maybe you can learn something from my uneducated ass. Or some of these educated people that's talking like right here, Casey, who says people need to learn common law. Commercial law can't stand against it. Judges are tricksters. Learn the game, use it against them. Yes, please learn the game. You stupid fucks. You out there and you acting like you know everything when really you're just balls in somebody else's play. You're being controlled. People don't even realize you're licensed. You're licensed by the state. You are state property, Matt. Okay? If you have a birth certificate, Matt, and a social security card, Matt, you are property of the state, Matt. So while you out there with your Blue Lives Matter flag and your thin blue line and respect the state, okay, you're nothing but a statist. You're nothing but a communist. You're a Soviet. That's what you are. You're a communist. You might as well just put the USSA up and be proud of it because that's what you want. You want the strong boot of authority to come down on those people that disagree with you. And that, Matt, that is not freedom. That's called tyranny. And anybody out there that disagrees with that, then hey, you might be on that fine line side that says you agree with slavery, prejudice, and oppression of other people, because that's exactly what you are supporting, Matt, by having or supporting a president that would go out and send secret soldiers to suppress the voices of peaceful protesters on the Black Lives Matter side. But what about the reopen protests where he was talking about go out there and liberate your state, and you had protesters out at governors' houses and public officials' houses with guns threatening to hang them? That was okay. President didn't do a damn thing about that. Didn't send out any fucking federal soldiers then. But the minute some people want to get out there that's countering, again, his agenda. He doesn't really care about freedom for we the people. He cares about freedom for his people. Until, Matt, with your dumb ass, because guess what, Matt, with your dumb ass, if those people end up having their rights suppressed and oppressed and taken away, at some point, those same fucking people are going to turn around and do that shit to you. Now, if you don't want that to happen, maybe what you want to do is fight for freedom, since that's what we are supposed to be doing as Americans, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the fuck, because they want to separate us with these damn terms and labels when none of that shit even matters if we're all supposed to be human beings. Hue, H-U-E, like the color, man being the species that we are, being, which is the state of consciousness that we are. See, all of you flying fucks out there, like Matt, probably don't know educated shit like that. Casey Shelton says, sign everything UCC 1-308 before your name, reserves all your rights. My mortgage lender didn't let me sign it in that way. Yeah, they will protest against that because the whole system is rigged. A lot of people don't realize that about how the Federal Reserve, the banks, the court system, all of that is connected. All of the laws is connected to that. You got policing for profit, your license, your registration, all of that is issued to you for monetary purposes only. They have monetized your freedoms and liberties and all that shit. So you do not live free, Matt. And until you vote for somebody that wants to get us free, then we will continue to live under tyranny. And hopefully we have some people such as myself that are knowledgeable in this common law, break us free from these chains of financial tyranny. Yeah, If you vote Libertarian, that's going to happen. Matter of fact, let me drop that right quick since I'm about to get my ass up out of here. Vote Libertarian. If you haven't yet, I'm going to say it again every time. Vote Libertarian. Why? Because the Libertarians need an opportunity to be heard by the masses. Jo Jorgensen, the first female president to be, if she's given the opportunity, could be elected if she's given the opportunity to join the presidential debates, which is coming up soon in September, some shit like that. Anyways, we want her to have an opportunity to be on that presidential debate stage with Joe Biden and Trump's dumbass. So give her an opportunity. Let her speak. As the hashtag is going around, says, let her speak, hashtag let her speak. Check it out. But please vote Libertarian Jo Jorgensen in your state's primary if you haven't had it yet, since it was pushed back due to the coronavirus lockdown. If you haven't had your primary yet, please vote Jo Jorgensen. Get your mail-in ballots. I know there are cutoff dates for mail-in ballot requests, so make sure that you get your mail-in ballots and vote Libertarian. And also by voting Libertarian Jo Jorgensen, you're going to be able to help other Libertarians in states where they do not have ballot access. And we want to make sure that those candidates have an opportunity to be heard, whether they be city council or state assembly or senate or whatever the case may be. We want them to have an opportunity to get on ballot, just like the Republicans and Democrats, without having to bust their ass, collect hundreds of thousands of signatures just to petition to get on the ballot. That's ridiculous. If we live in a free country, everybody should have an opportunity to be on that ballot respectively, equally, just as everyone else should. But we know that's not the way that happens. And since you people are okay with that, I'm only speaking to the people that are not. If you are okay with that shit, you in the wrong fucking place. You just here for no fucking reason. So get out of here. Go exist somewhere else other than harassing people like us, freedom fighters who want to get away from this system of tyranny. So please, like I said, let's change the voting system by voting Libertarian. All of you people that are anti-voting, that are against voting, this is your way to protest vote. Vote for the Libertarian, shit, or independent, or Green Party candidate, or somebody else. Just get your ass out there and fucking vote, please, because the Republicans are doing it, the Democrats are doing it, and while you're sitting around talking about, oh, don't none of that shit matters, well, you're sitting around in a country where these government officials have authority over you. So you are not free. You are just merely existing. And that's a sad state of being for a human. Also, if you want to elevate your spiritual consciousness, head on over to crystalshealingarts.com. She has joined the Governor Wildstar channel. Let me get that information up here. Hold on. Let me find that on my damn screen here. But yes, she has joined the Governor Wildstar channel. So please come on Wednesdays where she will be hosting her shows, The Crystal Room, right here. Here we go. I'll just share that with you. But yeah, she's going to be doing her show called The Crystal Room right here every Wednesday on the Governor Wildstar YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Governor Wildstar so you can talk with my wife, Crystal Wildstar. And hopefully she'll be able to speak to you about some questions you may have about your career or love life or whatever the case may be. This coronavirus craziness, some dreams, lost relative, whatever the case may be. She is extremely talented and extremely intuitive and skilled in that ability. So please check out the video she just had this past Wednesday on the Governor Wildstar channel. That again is Crystal's Room, which you can again find out or come on and check out Wednesday right here on Governor Wildstar. So if you want to check her out, go to crystalshealingarts.com, connect with her on Facebook, follow the Facebook page so you can watch the videos on there as well. All right. based on your consent. Casey says, I got a few more comments. Says, peace, brother. I'll try to get more views. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. I'm just, like I said, trying to reach more people, trying to be heard by the masses because it's necessary. And I'm just trying to bring them up to speed with what we know, Casey, because it's necessary in order for us to really get free and truly liberate ourselves from those people that would like to see us live under their control. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother. Much love to you, for you, and by you. All right. So like I said, you guys, please come on back to Crystal's room right here on the Governor Wildstar channel. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. But yeah, in the meantime, oh yeah, so that's every Wednesday. Again, starting this past Wednesday, check out that video. Come back next Wednesday to see her again. But in the meantime, please come back next week, Tuesday, where I'll be speaking with, hopefully, the presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party herself, Jo Jorgensen. So I did invite her on to be on, and she is confirmed to be here. Unfortunately, her vice presidential candidate, Spike Cohen, who was supposed to be here today, wasn't able to. So we'll give him back on sometime in the near future. But like I said, in the meantime, we definitely want to speak with the lady in charge herself, Jo Jorgensen, presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party, who will be here next week, Tuesday. So please come back to the Black Side of Liberty. All my beings of light, art, culture, and knowledge out there. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all ass then, all right? Till next time, long live liberty, y'all. Peace.